Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to watercolor lemons, so let's jump right into it. I will link all of the exact supplies that I'm using down in the description box if you want to check them out, but today you're going to need a jar of water, some paintbrushes, a paper towel, some watercolor paper, and your watercolors. To begin, you're going to wet your brush and we're going to mix our colors, and you're only going to need two colors, a yellow for the lemon and a green for the leaves, and I'm going to use the two yellows I already have in my palette, mix them together for the perfect yellow shade. You can do whatever color you want. This also works for painting limes. If you're going to do a lime, then you could just do a light green shade, but I'm just going to mix together those two yellows, and then for my green, I'm going to take a green on my palette, and I'm also going to add some brown to it just to make it look a little bit more natural, along with a little tiny bit, just the littlest bit of purple, and that makes like the perfect green color, I find. Once you have mixed your colors to the shades you like, you are ready to start painting. So I like to just make a little bit of that color that I want on my palette. So I'm ready to go, and now let's begin our painting. So make sure your brush is rinsed out and nice and clean, and you're going to start with your lemons. Lemons are really easy to paint. It's just some pressure strokes with your brush, and you're going to drag the belly of the brush. So watch as I'm doing here. You're going to take your paintbrush, load it up with your paint, and then you're going to make a lightish kind of stroke, make it really heavy in the center, and then do the same on the other side. You're making like two C curves, and then you're just going to fill it in with your color. I like to do a little drop of color in on one side just to give it a shadow, so when it dries it's not just one flat wash of color, so that it has a shadow and just looks a little bit more realistic. And I like to make a little bit more of a point at the bottom, but otherwise that's really it for the basic lemon shape. I like to cover my entire piece of paper when I do this and make it into a greeting card, or it's a really cute print in a frame that could be super cute in a bedroom or a bathroom or a kitchen or anywhere really. And yeah, it's really simple to do. You just want to do lots and lots of practice of this. When I also paint these lemons, I like to do little halves of the lemon on the side of the paper, or a little half at the top as you are seeing me do right now, or a little corner or something like that. But I always like to drop in the little bits of color towards the bottom of the lemon just to add that extra texture, shadow, and just watercolor look. You can never have too much practice when it comes to watercolor painting, so just keep practicing all of this and these strokes, and they'll just come to you. And once you have continued to do them frequently, then you'll be really good at it, and practice makes perfect. So you're just going to continue making those two C curves, making it a little bit more plump in the center there. You can see how when I do my pressure stroke, it got a little bit heavier. I put more pressure on the brush, and then I got that nice curve. And then you bring it down and go a little bit lighter towards the bottom, and then you get that nice C curve and lemon shape. Fill it all in and then drop in your color, and there you go. You have the perfect, cutest little watercolored lemon. Once you have completed all of your lemons, go ahead, rinse out your paintbrush. We can start on the leaves, and for this I'm going to take my green color that we created earlier, dab it a little bit on my paper towel so I know I don't have too much paint on my paintbrush, and you're going to make this really light stroke with your paintbrush, and then you're just going to make two little C curves to make the leaves. You'll hear me say a lot in watercoloring if you've watched any of my other tutorials, or just a lot in watercoloring in general. You want to do light pressure and then heavy pressure with your brush to get these nice natural leaf shapes, and that's really all you do for them. But if you do some lighter or some darker with your pressure, then you'll obviously get different shaped leaves. And I love how that looks really natural. So you just continue that for all of your lemons. Some I like to give one leaf, and some I like to give two. I don't always color them all in or fill it completely in. I like to drop little colors just to give it that watercolor look and really make it look more hand painted. I love how that looks overall. Or add more water to your paint if you you want to lighten it a bit or just make it a little bit more saturated and get more paint on your paintbrush if you like the darker leaves. So I'm just going to continue that for all of my leaves, make that light stem with really light pressure holding your paintbrush, and then you're going to do light pressure, heavy pressure, light pressure again for the leaves, and just kind of connect them and color them in how you like and how you kind of want it to fit your style. I'm just going to finish up my last leaf here, rinse out my brush, and there you go. That is how you paint lemons. I really hope you enjoyed this video, found it helpful. If you have any watercolor requests or just video requests overall, be sure to leave a comment down below. I respond to all of them. Share this video if you think someone else would find this helpful or inspiring. Don't forget to subscribe for more like it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!